Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. As you can see from the title, we're about to talk about how to bleach knots on a closure or a lace wig, a lace front wig, okay? So what I'm about to do is bleach the knots on the best lace wigs closure that I bought not too long ago in the previous video so that I can use it for my weave. So I have the powder, the bleaching powder, and I have the developer as well, and you've seen it in some previous videos of mine. So I'm about to mix just a small quantity, just enough for my 4x4 lace closure. Now I don't have any specific measurements for this. I usually go by the quantity that I need. So I am about to put a heaped scoop or so in that container, and then I am going to go ahead and add the developer and keep mixing until I get the consistency of yogurt. It can't be thinner than yogurt because it will seep right through the surface that you're trying to bleach and the results will not be desirable. So definitely make sure that it is not as runny, as a thick liquid or something like that. You want it to be more like yogurt. For this situation, it is much better if it is too thick rather than too thin, okay? So you're going to see the consistency that I'm going to get to, and that's what you want to do when you attempt bleaching your knots, okay? Now, bleaching knots helps the base of your wig or your closure to look more natural if it is not a silk-based closure. The silk-based closures are the very, very expensive kind, to me they are, that look very close to the texture of your skin. If that is not available, or if you cannot afford it, you can just buy the regular lace closure and do what I am doing. I actually didn't see the silk-based closure on their network, on their internet, on their website. Although I probably wouldn't have bought it anyway because I can do just this, okay? So before you apply any chemicals to any hair pieces or whatnot, you definitely want to protect the surface that you'll be working on. Even though this is my bathroom sink area, I still want to make sure I don't leave traces of the bleach when I am done and then go put my clothes on it and end up, getting my clothes bleached for no reason. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Okay, so this is what the closure looks like. As you can see, it looks pretty cheap. Yeah. And that's the bottom of it. If I turn the other side, when I turn the other side, you actually see the knots. You see the dots there? Those black dots are where they tied the hair. So they loop the hair through the back, bring it back up to the top, and they tie it. That's how you see those knots over there. So I am applying my yogurt consistency bleach. As you can see, it's pretty thick, and that's how you want it to be so that it does not seep into the other side of the closure when you're not ready for it to. So I am using a firm pressing method to apply this closure. I'm not pressing too hard because I don't want it, again, to seep into the other side just yet. We will deal with that a little bit later. In the meantime, we just want coverage on this side of the closure to make sure that every bit where I can possibly do a part is covered with bleach. Okay? And once I am satisfied with that, I will gently and there we go. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. I will gently and slowly flip over the lace closure, and what I do is I go line by line and I press down on the lace so that I get just a little bit of the bleach through the lace, enough to cover the knots. That's all. You don't want any more of the bleach to come up through the lace than that. You just want the knots covered. And so I'm going to keep doing this so that I can cover as much of the knots as possible all over the lace closure, because when I part my hair, I want it to look like my scalp. You know what I mean? So you can see before I actually press it down for the bleach to come through, you can actually see the knots. And then when I press it down, it looks white because the bleach has covered it. That's what you want to do. If you press it too hard, the bleach will start climbing up the hair shaft and it's going to bleach the hair shaft, and then your hair is going to look like you have gray hair that you dyed black and it's growing. So you know how that looks. You don't want that. So this is exactly how I need it to be. So I'm going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes. 15 is optimal. However, depending on the kind of hair, it may bleach faster or slower. So you need to keep checking it to see if the bleach has gotten to the level of color lifting that you want. Once you get to that color that you want to rinse out the bleach. Definitely use as warm a temperature of water that you can handle to get everything out, and make sure you're opening up all the different sections of the closure so that you can get that chemical out. I'm going to use a neutralizing shampoo from ORS. Oh, that's a lot. Girl, child, you're heavy-handed. That was not necessary. Oh my gosh. Anyway, press it in, make sure that it goes through to the other side. And I am honestly not sure if this neutralizing shampoo neutralizes bleach. However, I don't see how it'll hurt, even if it won't do anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I used the neutralizing shampoo. And I washed it quite a few times till I couldn't smell the bleach anymore in the hair. But I'm not adding all of that to the video because you don't need to see 20 minutes of, applying shampoo and rinsing. This is a protein conditioner that I applied to the hairpiece once I was done washing it with a neutralizing shampoo. It's pretty thick. It's a pretty good protein conditioner. I saw it online. I think somebody did a review of it or something, and so I tried it out, and it's pretty good, but there are other ones that I've used that I think are better. So now I use it for my hair pieces after I've chemically treated them. So I'm going to leave this here for about 15 to 20 minutes and come back to it and rinse it out, and voila, here we go. What do you think? Yeah, those knots have been bleached. Okay. So, friends and family, that's it. And I'm going to show you the before picture and the after picture and the side-by-side comparison. And the next video is where I actually apply it to my weave, and I will see you in that video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.